Loddlenaut is a very cute and cozy game about cleaning up the ocean and maybe find some little creatures along the way. My name is Warwick and welcome to my review video of Loddlenaut, and we're going to just get straight in, or even, let's dive in. So hi everyone, like I said, my name is Warwick and I mainly stream on Twitch, so you can find me on twitch.tv/Warwick. And we are here today reviewing a new game, a very cozy game called Loddlenaut, and it's basically you play a character and you are basically, your mission is to clean up the ocean. So you start literally straight away, you sort of dive into the ocean, as you saw with the little trailer. You have someone called Dave, who's like your helper. He's a bit, let's say, stuck up, but he explains what's going on. And as you can see straight away with the tutorial, move, ascend, descend, boost. And that is you floating there, just kicking its little feet. And yeah, so Dave sort of explains what's going on, what your job is. So basically you're there to clean the ocean up, and you start off in this little like hub base where there's your ship and little crafting materials. And you got like a menu there, and you basically just look around, float about. You can go up and down, you can go boost. Obviously there's a boost limiter, but obviously that recharges as you cool down. And then as you're picking up stuff, you can get help as well. So if you're looking for stuff or looking for items, you can use your little receiver on your helmet to find little bits around you and sort of highlights the areas, as you can see. And then as you can see, I'm scanning around, you see my ship, you saw there's things outside. So obviously continue with this tutorial, you are learning the basics. So you are collecting the materials, and there's a little meter of how much you have to collect. You got these bins in here, and then you put the sort of recycling parts in it. Obviously you can't mix your recycling, you have to separate it. And then Dave is very happy, as you can see. He's now authorized you to leave the cove, which is, thank you, Dave, you're very nice of you. And this is where it sort of opens up. So you got these little rings first of all, which Dave again is, I might as well just let Dave just do the review for me. But yeah, those little rings are for oxygen, because you do have oxygen as you leave the cove. So you have to make sure that you don't run out, because that's not good. And I didn't hit my head on there. What are you talking about? And then this is where the ocean the world opens up. So you've got this vast ocean, and you can just tell that actually the ocean isn't actually looking that great. There seems to be a lot of toxic waste about on these plants and trees and stuff. And it is our job, part of our job, to clean it up and get sort of life coming back and getting these things back to its former glory. And obviously there is incentives. You get fruits and little bits and bobs from these trees and stuff, which is really cool. But I think Dave shouts out, I say, do not eat it. It looks quite tasty. I think it's like a mango plant. And yeah, basically you go around, you sort of explore, you take your leisure. There's no like timer. Obviously you have to make sure you keep an eye on your oxygen. Outside of that, you don't have really much so you can just do what you want, clear up areas. Obviously there are objectives as well, but also you can just do what you want as well. Dave will probably shout at you a couple of times, but Dave doesn't seem to be very happy about anything. So also when you clear out these, as you can see, little bubbles come up. So when you open them up, take all the toxic waste, air bubbles come up. So if you are running out of air and you're not quite near one of those rings, you can go make sure you get some. Basically like Sonic, when he grabs the bubbles before he perishes. But yeah, so we're exploring. So there's obviously a vast world out here, and you're looking at bits and bobs, and there's obviously like all sorts going on. And then obviously as the world carries on, you obviously do more objectives, and you find Ripple Reef. So this area does not look good. Like you can even see like the sea, like the actual color of the sea doesn't look great. Like it's that toxic. So obviously it's your job to do it. And what's great about this is it reminds me of games like Power Wash Simulator, where when you've got an area and it gives you like a percentage. Same with this, like it says clean up Ripple Reef, and it has a percentage, so sort of percentages of how much you need to get rid of and what areas and stuff, and it's really, really cool. I really like it. So obviously you're clearing up the ocean, you're doing good for the world, you're chilling out, having a good time, making sure your oxygen doesn't run out. Obviously that's a bit stressful. Obviously straight away, just like I really, really enjoyed this game. It was really, really cool. It was something that is very easy to pick up and just have a go for a little bit. Like you can just go, I played 20 minutes or so, or an hour. It's not a very particularly long game. I think it's up to like 6 hours in total, I think they said. Obviously that depends on your play style. You could just take your time, chill out, hang about in the ocean, fly around, or swim around even. But one of the best things about this game is you actually meet little creatures. So as you're cleaning up, you're doing your thing, you are not alone in this world. There is something up there, swimming around in its dirt. You're like, hello, who's that? It is a Loddle, which is probably why it's called Loddlenaut. But that is Loddle. That is a Loddle. Basically, it's a creature. I'm not entirely sure what it is, if it's a fish or an alien. But basically, you find little creatures around who are obviously being affected. They're goopy at the moment. They're feeling goopy, which is absolutely valid. And then you help them out if you want to. You don't have to, but You need to, because they are the cutest things. You can rename them, you can whatever you want. I think I called it here Blooper. There we go. I like Blooper. Blooper was cool. And then obviously you see they follow you straight away. They're like, nope, I'm staying with you now. So you can carry on cleaning the place, or as I did here, I went back to my base to clean the blooper. So you put the blooper back into like the ring as we saw earlier, and now they are here in your base and they can eat the food. Look at that. Look at it. And they actually grow as well. Dave isn't happy about it. Dave is very much like, leave it alone. You got a job to do. Don't get distracted. But clearly, we are going to get distracted. But yeah, so we're there. So you can also feed them different parts of fruit, which you find around the world. And as you can see, they're eating it up and they grow as well. You can keep an eye on like sort of the percentages of how big they are. You've got these different attributes. So you see what form it is, how hungry it is, what status it is. And if you do the helmet, it seems to like you even more. So Dave's idea hasn't worked, but he gives up, so it's fine. Yeah, so you got these little bloopers, or these loddles. I call it blooper because I couldn't name it blooper. And you can feed them different fruit, and they grow, and they sort of like transform into like big creatures. And there's more you can get. There's a lot more out there, and a lot of help out stuff. You can keep them in the home if you want to, hanging about. They can follow you if you want to. But yeah, you also got like crafting elements. Like a big part of it is like you have like base equipment. And then as you collect the recycled elements, you stuck them in, and then you get resources from that. And then you can sort of like use it to make better equipment. So you can make like a better oxygen tank for yourself. You can make more oxygen rings around you. So if you feel like you're going to be going quite far away, you can make some so you don't run out of oxygen. You can make, I think, floor sweepers as well. You can make a bigger, like sort of bigger vacuum, so you can take a lot more items at once. I think there's some like habitats you can make and like sort of toys for the Loddle, which is very cute. But yeah, basically that is literally that. And again, I don't say it in a bad way. I'm not saying like it's basic in a bad way, because this is its strength. The fact is that you've got a very wholesome, cute game about this little naught, I guess, that you play, who's just going around. You've landed in this planet, this world. Don't exactly know where you are, but it could be anywhere. You are cleaning up the ocean. You clean up the place, which obviously is a big factor in this world. You know, we want to make sure we keep the oceans clean. And while you do that, you craft and you can find these little creatures. So honestly, it's a great time. You can just take your time with it. You don't have to sort of go, oh, you have to grind for it for hours. You can literally just absolutely take your time. You can just chill out. It's very much a game that, like, after work or after a stressful day, you can just hang out, load the game, and you're straight in, you know. And one of my things I really liked as well was, so in the settings, you can actually change the pixelation. So it's on default, but you can change it to chunky, which makes it even more pixelated, or even no pixelation whatsoever. So you've got variations. So if you're not quite a fan of the pixelation, you can go, no, change it back, or change it off, or put extra. So you've got loads of things you can do there. But honestly, absolutely wonderful time. I think it's a great little wholesome game that's trying to say, doing a bit of good for the world, saying we need to clean up the oceans, which is what we need to do. Keep the world safe, keep it clean as we can. Maybe obviously not in this depth with the, the mechanics, but you know, everyone can do their bit, and maybe you might even find a Loddle out there. But thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. My name is Warwick. Again, like I stream on Twitch mainly, but you will find me pretty much everywhere. So please give us a like, give us a subscribe. I'm really enjoying these review videos, and I hope you are as well. Please let me know what you think down below. I take all criticism, but I am very sensitive. So, you know. But thank you again for everyone for watching. Take care, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.